You notice that the leather, the stitching, and some of the finishes were far more superior to what is coming out in today's stores. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jess. I wanted to talk to you guys today about pre-loved shopping and what I really think about it, because I honestly feel like I wouldn't be able to learn so much about bags, own so many bags, and enjoy the quality of old bags as well if I didn't shop pre-loved. And I know there's a lot of judgment towards sometimes buying pre-loved. You know, people think that these bags are dirty, they have bad juju, but I can honestly say, guys, having worked in different retail stores, even these new designer bags, fresh from the boutique, are gonna sometimes experience a lot of people touching them sitting out the back for sometimes multiple years before they get purchased by an innocent buyer. And I will say that sometimes there is not a huge difference between a pre-loved bag and a pristine bag new from the boutique, particularly when there is a tendency for people to buy bags fresh from the store and then never wear them and keep them on their shelf and then later give them to a consignment store or reseller or something like that. I find that shopping pre-loved, you can save so much money. There is no way I would be able to buy this many Hermes bags if I didn't utilize the pre-loved market. For example, I was very close to selling my Victoria bag the other week, but I found that I've been wearing this non-stop because it has that already lived-in slouch that I probably wouldn't have got from a new bag. It has scuffing, which allows me to not baby the bag. And sometimes the good thing about buying a pre-loved bag that already has a bit of wear and tear, not only can you save a lot of money, but you can get a kind of like lived-in cool like look to the bag, and it gives it a bit more attitude, which is actually in fashion right now. You know, I've seen a lot of Miu Miu bags and like, you know, bags from the road that have this big slouch to them, which is something you can get naturally from a pre-loved bag where you don't have to spend, you know, over $8,000 for a new bag. And you know, this Victoria bag itself, from the boutique, it costs around over 11,000 Australian dollars new from the store. And I don't know if I would be as fuss free with this bag if I invested 11,000 as opposed to I paid 1,500. So, you know, I'm getting like 90% off the price, which I think is a pretty decent deal. That's the thing about pre-loved. You can really buy these beat up slouchy bags, you know, an older Birkin, an older Kelly, you know, slouchy Bolide, even like Fendi bags that are a bit slouchier, like a Peekaboo. There are a lot of bags that where slouchiness is in at the moment that I think, you know, you can actually save a lot of money by just going straight to the pre-loved market. And you're able to really enjoy the bag as opposed to buying something pristine and new and then being kind of a little bit worried to put the wear and tear into it. Because I find for myself, you know, sometimes when I get a new bag, I want to wear it, I want to use it, but then, yeah, getting that first bit of wear and tear on it is a little bit heartbreaking. And I sometimes think, you know, maybe I should have just bought a pre-loved bag and saved a few thousand, because that's what it comes down to. A lot of these bags do not hold value, and that goes for all brands. Chanel, Hermes, Louis Vuitton. Bags are not a good investment, honestly, if you buy them all from the retail store. If you find some pre-loved for really great deals and you wait a few years, sometimes you can actually, when you sell them on, you can actually make money. So I would say it's sometimes smarter to buy pre-loved because you're not going to lose as much money as when you purchase it from the store. For example, Dior bags, particularly. Even Fendi bags, I've noticed some baguettes go for really good deals recently, and a lot of Hermes bags, especially the ones that are not Birkins and Kellys, lose a lot of value on the pre-loved market, which take advantage of it, guys. Like, there's so much to explore on the pre-loved market, and not only that, but the quality of a lot of older bags from over 10 years ago is superior to the new ones. And some of you may say, Jess, it's better to buy less bags and buy them from the store and you be the first owner and, you know, quality over quantity. But I can honestly say, having bought a lot of bags from the retail store as well, sometimes the quality is not as good as a pre-loved bag, especially if you get bags from, you know, pre-2010s. You notice that the leather, the stitching, and some of the finishes were far more superior to what is coming out in today's stores. I will say that you have to be careful shopping pre-loved. You have to do your research, really be an expert of a certain brand, if that's the brand you collect, and understand what things should look like. Because I have come across numerous eBay listings and different listings on different auction or websites that sell pre-loved goods, and they are selling fake items. So for example, yesterday I went on eBay and I found these Oran sandals with an authenticity card, and you know, the logo looked a bit sus, and I decided to report the listing to eBay because I didn't want that to scam someone. And often if I see something sus, I will report it, because fake bags, to be honest, really piss me off. I don't mind if you buy one, you guys, but when people try and scam people with fake stuff, it makes me angry. So I reported this listing on eBay. eBay comes back to me and says there's nothing wrong with this listing. It doesn't go against our policy. And I thought that was really unfortunate, because I would trust that eBay would be monitoring these listings, or at least getting rid of things that are clearly fake. It doesn't take an expert to figure out this is fake. It is complete amateur hour at eBay if they can't tell that this is fake, and it actually makes me lose trust a little bit. That being said, I have found amazing deals on eBay over the years, and they do now have their authentication center. So when you buy something, if it has the authenticity guaranteed, the item will get sent to their authenticity center and they do a check and then they send it to you. But I still, after seeing that they will not take down this listing, I still would do your double checks, get a few opinions, go to a few different authentication websites, or do a self-assessment. I mean, I've reached the point where I have a bit of an eye and I can see what is not real. And even with Hermes, it can be very hard to authenticate, because Hermes purposely change the positioning sometimes of their stamping, or the way that the engraving is on the sangle, to make it harder to authenticate, because they don't like fakes, or they don't like, they don't want it to be easy for their bags to be faked or duped. So they do sometimes change the placement of certain things, but I try and get an eye for the way the leather looks, whether the color matches the year, and just, you know, simple things like this. Does the packaging look right? Does something look sus about it? That will help you, you know, really be able to at least weed out the obvious fakes. Because, yeah, as I said, guys, you can find a lot of gems shopping pre-loved, and I really enjoy the hunt and chase of that. Now, I will say that shopping pre-loved is not for everybody, and there are terrible things that can happen shopping pre-loved, such as accidentally buying a fake, buying something online, it getting lost in the mail, or stolen in the mail. And these are things that I really try and avoid by shopping mainly in real life. So I love visiting my local consignment stores, being able to travel to Japan and buy a bag, you know, straight from the store. I bought a really cute little mosaic bag, pristine condition, from a store called Orange Boutique in Shibuya, and they had such an amazing inventory of Hermes bags. And I picked this up for about 7,000 Australian dollars. It would have retailed for over 10,000, I would say, this mosaic bag, and I was able to get the tax back as well. And I know shopping in Japan, especially for people who live in the US, the exchange rate is amazing right now, so you can find some really good deals shopping in Japan. But I would really recommend going there yourself and, you know, seeing the stock, because, yeah, you can actually save money just going directly to the consignment stores, and really try and find out what consignment stores are near you and what you can discover. Because I think going there and shopping in real life, not only will you be able to really gauge the condition of a bag, but you'll be able to like authenticate it yourself if you have a good eye, and you won't have the chance of it getting lost in the mail if you're able to physically go there and pick it up in real life. But let me know, guys, what do you think about shopping pre-loved? Is it for you? Will you continue to shop pre-loved? I've gone through phases where I've tried to only focus on buying from the retail store, because I find shopping the pre-loved market to be extremely addictive, and I can sometimes buy stuff that I didn't really like only because it was a good deal. And I really try not to fall into that habit, but make a list of stuff you really want and focus in on that. I've often bought bags that I didn't necessarily really want, but I found it because it was a great deal, and sometimes it's worked out and sometimes it hasn't. So lately, especially this year, I'm really thinking of what do I really want, and, you know, if that certain bag comes along, then I might pick it up. But good to stay focused as well when shopping pre-loved, because there's too much options sometimes. So anyways, thanks for watching my blabby video today, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys really soon. Bye!